Okay, so yeah, first of all, I would like to give, a tour. Okay, so what is that? So it's okay. So this is not advertisement. Okay, so this is the app that I use to I would say like to manage my everyday activities. Okay, this can be the second brain. So what is this app? This app is something like that. You can note taking and you can manage the projects there and you can do many things. I think some of you will know this applications. Okay, it's on Play Store and App Stores. Okay, so that is the thing that I use in my daily life, and I'm gonna show you how. Okay, so as a youth, okay, လူငယ်ကြောင့်နေနဲ့ this is my page, okay, so text, so that as I said before, I want to be productive, so I do things and I do so management, okay, so it's my text. These are the things that I'm planning to do, okay, so technology careers. I want to learn about travel bloggers, social media manager, what is product designer. So this is the thing that I want to learn in my free time, okay, and then let's go on. Okay, this is my personal learning. So which are I want to learn more about PowerPoint, video editing, photo editing. I want to know about what is YouTuber, what is app programming, what is football manager, what is first aid, and these are the things that I want to learn in my careers, like website developing. So it's like UI UX developers, like blogger, agency, product designer, and news writer on Facebook and SketchUp. So these are all of the things that I want to learn as a young person, okay? So I want to have many knowledge about the world, okay? So there are many jobs, not just not just the jobs that you see every day, but there are a lot of jobs. So I want to learn all of those things. And that's one of my the hobbies that I want to do in my free times. Okay, so this is my habit tracker. As I have said before, I'm a person who really loves to be productive. Okay, so this is my schedule for the day. The first icon is a blessing, so it's more like take a quiet time or take a day praying. Another one is Bible, read Bible. Okay, I read many Bibles, right? Okay, so another one is 8 a.m. It's mean like start the day at 8 a.m. But sometimes I cannot. I sleep around 9 or 10. So, and then I sleep at 11 p.m. is like you sleep 11 p.m. So I make the schedules. And another one is Spanish. That is my favorite language. That is Spanish that I want to learn. But only 2 days, okay, that I can learn Spanish. Another one is book. So read any book in my free time. Another one is gym. So gym is like, doing physical exercise. So these are my schedules that I used to, that I plan myself to be a productive person in the whole day. I want to be productive. I want to be very hardworking. I want to be smart. That's the thing that I want. And what happened? Did you notice that October 5 in Tuesday, it said, I've got all correct. I've got 100%. And that day is the perfect day for me. Wow, I hit my milestone, okay? So I hit the goal. I got it. And you know what happened? Okay? So for the whole day, I did everything. It was a very special day. I reached my goal. But when I go to bed at night, I feel empty. Okay? So being productive is my goal. It's my hobby. I love that. And I achieved the goals. Like, today target, okay? I achieved all of the goals and I got 100%. And that day is the perfect day for me. But at night, when I sleep, I was on my bed. Today is a great day. I finished everything. But somehow I feel a little bit, empty. So what am I doing all these things, okay? Who cares? Okay, who cares? So like that. So in the end of the day, I pray and also I read Bibles. But when I think about myself, now, do I really pray in order to connect with my Father? Or do I read the Bible to have more fellowship with our Father? Or do I do all these things just to be a productive person, a very hardworking person, a very smart person, okay? So what is the intention of doing these? So that is the only night that I achieve everything, okay? And that only night make me realize again what really matters in your life, okay? So, as I'm a young person, like I want things to accomplish. I want my life to be a good one. I want to be productive. I want to be smart. I want to know everything, okay? So that's one of my hobby. But even though I become productive, even though I achieve the goal, it's not the real goal, okay? So I do not feel perfect. So, and then I start thinking like, productivity. So for a person, as a young person, I become productive in this day, October 4, 2021. But why am I feeling empty in my heart, okay? So I start making that questions, and I got this one. So, what is productivity for a believer? Okay? And then another one is like, what is a productive believer? Okay? So in the world, you may be like a productive person, will do many tasks, will know everything, will be very wise to manage the times. If you want to get up at 7 a.m., he get up at 7 a.m. and he do the things one by one, and by the time 10 a.m., everything's finished. You have a good day. And when you go at night, you fulfill everything. You are very good. You are a very diligent person. It's the measure of the world, like, being a productive person. But what about our spiritual life, or what about our faith? So what is productivity for a believer? What is a productive believer? So my topic for today's sharing is this: the productive believer. Okay? So I try to be productive in my way. But in the end, when I was going to sleep, I lay down my head and think, what did I do today? Like, I had a goal, okay? But inside my heart, I feel empty. Why? And then I started to bring out this one. What is the productive believer? A productive person, yeah, I've been there. Productive person, no, it doesn't, satisfy me. Like, okay? So what is the productive believer? Okay, and then when I search, maybe I also attend Max, because it's from 2021. And after 2021, I attend Max, and I've encouraged a lot of many lessons. And what I found out is that, productive believer. So there may be a lot of things, okay, that but this is the thing that I have learned throughout my life. So the first thing is like, glorify God is from 1 Peter. And then I pray for others, if from Ephesians 6:18. Preach the gospel, that is a great commission, okay? Delight in the Lord. Love the Lord, love your neighbor, serve others. Look for interests of others. You mean like, you precious other person more than you. Be the salt, be the light. And being hardworking and responsible. So these are all of the things that I can find in the Bible that a believer is supposed to be doing all of these things. So, okay, let me go back to the first one. The whole day, I pray, I read the Bible. I woke up at 8 a.m. I sleep at 11 a.m. I learn Spanish. I walk out. I make a gym. And also, what is the other thing? Okay, so I read books. I reach all of the things. As a person, I feel a little bit great, but it's really empty inside my heart. But let me go back to this. Did I glorify God today? And today, did I pray for others? Or today, did I preach the gospel? Or today, did you delight in the Lord? Did you delight in the law? Did you love the Lord with all of your heart? Or did you love your neighbor? Did you show love to your neighbor? Did you serve others? Did you put others above you? Or did you become the salt? Or did you become the light? And today, did you, were you hardworking, or were you responsible? So as a productive believer, maybe there may be more, but these are the things that I've learned in my life. Okay, so when I talk about productive believer, and the last thing, being hardworking and responsible, that thing takes me to the Bible verse, which is Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 to 30. You know this one, right? It's about a master and 3 servants, and the master leave the things to his servant, okay? So what does the master left? 5 talents, 2 talents, 1 talent. So it's from English Standard Version, ESV. If it is NIV, it's a 5 bag of golds, 2 bag of golds, 1 bag of gold. In Burmese translation, it's a kwangase, kwanase, kwatase. Okay? So when I study about this talent is a large amount of money which covers many years' worth of wages of labor. At that time, 1 talent can cover the whole year wages for labor. လုပ်အားကတစ်နှစ်စာလုံးကို1 talent က cover ဖြစ်တယ် 1 talent ကလူတစ်ယောက်ကတစ်နှစ်လုံးစာလုပ်အားခထပ်ပူတယ် Okay? So and then master give those things. Okay? So and then maybe he will choose the person, the servants, okay? Maybe he will give 5 talents to Sia Tongboy and 2 talents to Sia Abraham and 1 talent to me. Okay? And then, okay, so what has God given to you? Okay? So, in many interpretations, talents, people interpret talents in many ways. Some people, they say this spiritual gift. There's some people say this is not spiritual gift, it's about money. Some people say no, it's about other things. Okay, but yes, last night I listened about R.C. Sproul preaching about this, and he said talent is not actually this context is telling about the money, but it also refers to the things, to everything that God has given you. Not just spiritual gift, not just talents that you have, not just money, but everything that God has given you. Okay? So, I do not want to use these talents in only spiritual gift. ဒီမှာသုံးရတဲ့ဒီခွက်50ခွက်20ခွက်30ကိုကြတော့ဒီဝိညာဉ်စုကျေးဇူးတစ်ခုတည်းကိုပဲကျွန်တော်မပြောချင်တာမဟုတ်ဘူးRC's Pro ပြောတဲ့ပုံစံအတိုင်းဆိုရင်ဒီ talents တွေအကုန်လုံးကဘုရားသခင်ကအနန္တတဲ့အကုန်အရာအကုန်လုံးပါဝင်တယ်လို့ပြောတာပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ in your life what has God given you? Okay? Okay, so I would like to invite Jaja to read the Bible verse.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 15 to 1. He gave 5 talents to another, to another 1 to each, according to his ability. Then he went away.
Thank you so much. Can I give a clap for Jaja? Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I highlighted these verses according to his ability. I think everyone is already familiar with this concept, right? If somebody has many abilities, he will give you 5 talents. If somebody has like 20 abilities, he will give kwanase. If a person is only capable, has an ability of 10, he will give 1 talent. Okay? So, every person, you have a lot of things. God has blessed you. Okay? And those are the limits of your abilities right now. Okay? So, now we're going to take 1 minute. Okay? 1 minute. I would like to take 1 minute to make a list of what God has given you in your life right now. Okay? So you have your fingers, right? Do you have your fingers? So you can count with your fingers, okay? You do not need to tell me. You can count with your fingers. What does God give you? ဘုရားဘာတွေပေးရလဲကျွန်တော်တို့ဘဝမှာ Okay? Job အလုပ်တွေပေးရလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ဆိုရင်ဘာအရေးချင်းတွေပေးရသေးလဲ Okay? It's like can you please count? Or မိသားစုဝင်ထဲမှာဘယ်နှစ်ယောက်လောက်ပေးရလဲကျွန်တော်တို့ Okay? Some people they only have 3. Some people they have like big amount of family members. So how many do you have? Can you count? Okay. Okay, so you have a lot of things in your fingers or in your mind or in your book. Those are the things God has given you because God trusts you. Okay? So for example, like we are studying TEC. Okay? So now we have 6 students. That's how much God trusts us right now. Right now, not for the whole day, okay? For the whole life, but right now, okay? Based on our ability, He may give us more, or He may not. Okay? Not just TEC. How about touch? How about worship group members? Or how about youth members? Or how about your job? How about your income? According to His ability, that means God has given you many things in your life according to your ability. Okay? So as I observe some of the words that I come up with 4 things: job, income, or positions, okay? Or relationship, every relationship, or skills. Okay? So let's talk about job. Okay. What do you have job, or what jobs do you have? You have many jobs, okay? So business, religious organizations, students, many jobs, okay? Income, how much income do you have? How much pocket money do you have, okay? Do you get? Okay. Relationship, it's not just about your partner, okay? Your friends, your relatives, okay? Or how about skills? When we say skills, a lot of skills, right? So we have musicians, okay? Musicians, you have got skills, okay? I can't play these things, okay? So you have got a special skills, okay? Media, kids, okay? And then like preaching, teaching, those are skills, okay? That you can do. Okay, so these are the things that God has given you, okay? With your ability, God gave you these positions right now, okay? Now, God gave you some of the jobs, a certain amount of income, certain amount of friends, certain amount of skills. Certain amount လို့ပြောတဲ့ခါမှာအတိအကျပေါ့နော်ဒီလောက်ပဲဝင်ငွေရှိတယ်ဒီလောက်ပဲအလုပ်ရှိတယ်ဒီလောက်ပဲ relationship ရှိတယ်ဒီလိုမျိုးဒီလောက်ပဲအတိုင်းဝိုင်းရှိတယ်ပြီးရင်ဒီလောက်အရေးချင်းရှိတယ် Those are given according to your abilities, and then I want to connect back to being a productive believer. Okay? So, believers, everyone is believers, right? Okay, maybe God will judge, not me, okay? So, be a productive believer, being a productive believer in your job. Okay, let's talk about job. Did you glorify God in your job? Okay? Did you pray for others in your job? Or did you preach the gospel in your job? Did you feel the light in the Lord when you are walking at your job? Did you love the Lord while you're walking? Or did you show love to your neighbor when you're walking? Did you serve others when you're walking? Did you did you put another person above you in your job, in your walking area? Are you the salt? Are you the light in your walking area? Are you hardworking? Or are you responsible? Or are you just lazy in your walk or in your walking area? Okay? Because today's topic is productive believer, okay? Not just, how to say that, lazy and easygoing believer. No. We're talking about productive believer. How about income? Let's talk about money. So maybe you got 10 lakhs, okay, in a month, or 5 lakhs in a month. As a student, you will have the different amount, okay? If you have that amount, as a productive believer, did you glorify God with your income, with your money? Did you pray for others? Let's talk about helping others. Do you help others with your money? Or did you use it for the gospel with your money? Did you feel the light in the Lord with your money? Or are you just looking for more money? Even in your job? Are you walking to get money, to get more money? Or are you walking the job because you want to glorify God or serve others? How do you use your money? How do you use your positions? Just for yourself, or is it serving others? Is it helping others? Do you think about others with your money, or do you think about only just yourself? Okay? I'm not talking about eating Malaysiango all the time with your friends, okay? You can eat Malaysiango by your own, okay? I'm not talking about everything, but what about your positions and relationship? Friends, okay? Your partner, life partner, or maybe your relationship with your wife, with your husband, with your kids. Are you glorifying God in your relationships? As a productive believer, do you pray for your wife? Do you pray for your husband? Do you pray for your kids? Do you pray for your friend? Do you pray for your life partner? So everything's like just check it. Check. Because a productive believer, not just a random believer, okay? I believe, a productive believer. And skills, musicians, medias. I'm a media guy, okay? So let's talk about me. How do I use my skill? Do I use my skill to glorify God, or do I use my skill to get credit on my own? Or do I help others, or do I work my media skills or social platform skills in order to preach the gospel to the world, or do I just use it on my own interest? Or do I love the Lord while I'm walking at the backside, or do I just earning my own money? So what do I do? So I'm just saying productive is productive, very accountable အမြဲတမ်းတိုးတက်နေရမယ်အမြဲတမ်းရလက်တစ်ခုကောင်းနေရမယ် but အဲ့ concept ကိုယုံကြည်သူတယောက်အနေနဲ့သုံးတဲ့အခါမှာ productive believer တယောက်အနေနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့သက်ဆိုင်တဲ့အရာအကုန်လုံးကို to be a productive believer we're going to connect with everything. Okay? If you are walking for your own money, if your business is for your own, you are not a productive believer. Because productive believers, his main goal of the day is to glorify God, is to pray for others. These are the goals for the productive believer. Okay? Because as a believer, he wants to grow. He wants to multiply. He wants to be fruitful. Like the servant of the masters. When the master gave 50 cups, 5 bags of gold, or 5 talents, what did he do? He just keep it? No. What did he do? He multiplied another 50. 20% multiplied 20. So what about you in your job? Are you multiplying, or are you just seeking for your own interest? Okay? Or are you just seeking for your own glory? Skills, musicians, you play too good. Wow, okay, Xia Abram, so good. Is it for your name? Okay. Oh, Xia Tongbo preaching so good. Oh, Naing, okay, so media management, so good. Am I walking for my own name, or am I glorifying God? Okay, so last week I was so encouraged by our brother Abraham. Okay, so when he got on the stage and he was saying singing the songs that is our favorite. Okay, so but he didn't sing our favorite song. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So we are using our skills to glorify God, to check all these things, because we are the productive believers. As a believer, we're supposed to grow. We're supposed to multiply, because God gave us this job, this income, this relationship, this skill, and you can go on so many things in your life, okay? But if you're not multiplying, you will be like a servant who received 1 talent. ခွက်30ပဲရခဲ့တဲ့ငယ်သားလိုပဲ အချင်းပြင်းတော့ okay, so he was accused, okay? He was I would say the lectured by his master. Tu master so much you can, no? So, but if you are faithful in those areas, if you're faithful in your job, if you are faithful in your income, if you're being a productive believer in your relationship, if you're being a productive believer in your skill, maybe God will give you more. That's what that's what happened to 50 ခွက်50ရှာတဲ့ငယ်သားကောင် that's what happened to him like he gave more okay okay so okay so let me check please okay so okay that was the first part okay that was the first part that I learned okay in my recent year okay so I want to conclude okay I want to finish my sharing with another big idea okay so okay when we check according to his ability okay according to his ability you see 5 talents you see 2 talent you see 1 right so which one is better 5 2 1 okay according to his ability okay for example like let me use some examples okay Sia Tomboy got 5 talents because he has ability 5 talents and Sia Abraham he got ability for 2 talents me I got ability for 1 talent so in your perspective who is more skillful Sia Tomboy right yeah that's what we say right okay let's go on so that is my question that I learned within these weeks okay will you still be faithful when it comes to just 1 talent because in human perspective we think that 5 talents wow he's so skillful 2 talents he's somehow skillful he's a good man okay good servant but 1 skillful yeah you better learn more bro okay so like that so that's human perspective okay so there is kind of a topic that I learned within these days because you know that lessons really inspire me with the teaching that I'm doing right now with the TEC projects okay so you know TEC we got 6 students okay we're running and then like when it comes to 6 students just 6 students because at the previous job I taught about 25 students okay so it was a great fun it was so enjoyable but when it comes to 6 students I have got a thought like will you still be faithful will you still be walking as hard as you walk while you have 25 students okay so not just TEC but TEC is my problem okay let's talk about you okay let's talk about me again okay I am sharing my preaching right now okay so will you be faithful and sharing even when there are only 10 people in here when there are like only 5 people in these chairs will you still be faithful because we always talk about big numbers right Lord I will be faithful just give me 500 church members or 500 students or maybe like Lord give me like 100 lakhs so I will give you tithes okay okay yeah every people talk about big numbers that idea also inspired when I go to another church so good right but will you still be faithful when it comes to just 1 talent okay because like everyone wants to be skillful and like you know got talent okay Sia Tomboy လိုပဲတအားเนาะခုနပြောလို့ Sia Tomboy ဆိုရင် 5 talent ရတဲ့ကြောင့်တအားတော်ရယ် okay so everyone wants to be like Sia Tomboy like some people will be like Sia Abraham and nobody will be like me okay nobody wants to be like me because I get only 1 talent okay that's what people think okay so let's go on okay let's talk about the master okay when the master praised his servants he praised equally he didn't praise someone who has more you can check the Bible it's Matthew 25 one 5 talents person and get another 5 talent he say good and faithful servant that's all and when it comes to 20 good and faithful servant so there is no you did a great job okay and then 20% no you did it okay nice job well done okay he didn't he didn't have favoritism he just praised equally okay so that's the perspective of the master in a protective believer view, that's the perspective, that's a view of our God. Okay? So God, as I told you before, according to your ability, God gives you things. God gives you blessing in your life. And your duty is to multiply, to be fruitful, to be faithful. Okay? And then if you are receiving one talent, be faithful and God will praise you. When you're giving 2 talents in your life, be faithful, God will praise you. And then when you're giving 5 talents, be faithful, God will praise you. But everyone is equal. No one is praised more by the quantity. No. Because all God cares, all the master cares is just do the one job. What is it? According to your ability, multiply. Okay? So, if you are a person who looks forward to 5 talents, I gotta get 5 talents because I pray this prayer. I am the one who pray, okay? Father, like you have given me so many skills. Give me more skills so I will participate more in your ministry. Give me 50 cups. 5 bags of gold. I do not ask for 20, okay? I just ask for 50, 10 down now, okay? So that I will be faithful in your ministries. I'll be faithful. I will become a faithful servant. But God, taught me, even if I give you just 1 talent, one talent, will you still be faithful? I was just speechless. And that's the thing, okay? People care about the quantity, People will tell, if somebody got 5 talents, he is 5 talents, he got 5 talents. See, he's a good servant with great ability. 20, okay, he's a good guy, not bad, okay? 10 talents, you must be working harder, work harder, okay? That's a perspective of the people. But master is no. So I'm going to ask you this question. Who is your master? Is people perspective? Do you care about the people perspective? Or do you care what the master will think? Do you care what the other people will think of you? Or do you care what your master think of you? Because in your master view, just one thing. Be faithful, multiply, and do your job. Okay? Maybe like, if you're faithful and if you are a good servant, maybe God will give you more. Okay? That's God's part, okay? That's not my part, okay? Maybe I can pray, but that's God's part. But as a protective believer, our duty is to multiply with everything God gives. Right now, for me, God has given me these monkeys, okay? These kids, okay? These lovely kids, okay? So yeah. So what do I have to do? What do I have to do right now? I gotta be faithful. I gotta be teaching them. I gotta be a good leader, be a good role model. I have to be faithful in my talent. Okay? Everyone wants to go to the big school, another very successful place and want to be a very good, diligent, smart person. That's what people want. Yeah, I want that too. But what God given me is more important, to be a protective believer. Okay? To be a protective believer, what God has given you right now. Okay? Just be protective and be faithful. Okay? So what is the other one? Okay, so I take away. Okay, so yeah, as I'm concluding right now, okay, I will be translating in Burmese. So now so နေပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ဒီနေ့အဓိကပြောရတဲ့အချက်ကတော့အဓိကအချက်3ချက်နဲ့ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော် mix up သွားတာဖြစ်တယ်ပထမအချက်က are you a protective believer ကျွန်တော်တို့ကတကယ်တိုးတက်ပြီးတော့မှစီစစ်ပြီးတော့မှအသက်ရှင်တဲ့ယုံကြည်သူမျိုးဖြစ်နေသလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ဘူးဆိုရင်တနေ့တာပြီးသွားမယ်ဒါဘာမှအကျိုးမရှိလိုက်ဘူးပြီးတော့မှတနေ့တာကျွန်တော်အနေနဲ့ဆိုရင်တော့ကျွန်တော်ရဲ့ရည်မှန်းချက်တွေအကုန်တနေ့တာပြည့်စုံသွားတယ်ဆိုရင်မပြောဘူးဘာဖြစ်လဲ believer ကြောင့်နေနေကြတော့ဒီခုနတတ်မှတ်တဲ့ဟာတွေကအစင်မဟုတ်တော့ဘူးဘာလို့လဲဖျားသခင်ဘုန်းတော်ထင်ရှားလားကျွန်တော်ဒီကလူတွေအတွက်ဆူတောင်းပေးတာတန်ရှင်းသောလူတွေအတွက်เนาะဒီ Aဖက်6ထဲမှာပြောလို့တန်ရှင်းသောလူတွေအတွက်ဆူတောင်းပေးသလား ကာလဆင်စိတ်လုံးပါလဲဆူတောင်းပေးသလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ဆိုရင်ဝိညာဉ်တော်ပေါင်းတော့အိဝင်သီတရားဝင်ငှဖြစ်လားဒါမှမဟုတ်ဆိုရင်သူတစ်ပါးအစေခံလားဖိလိပ္ပိနှစ်ထဲရလို့သူတစ်ပါးထက်ကိုထက်တာ၍သူတစ်ပါးကိုပို့ပြီးတော့မှနေရာပေးဦးစားပေးပြီး serve လုပ်သလားထာဝရဘုရားကိုချစ်လားတင်းနဲ့ကိုယ်နဲ့ဆန်သူကိုယ်နဲ့ချစ်လားအဲ့ဒါဒီ check အဲ့ဒါတွေကိုပြန်စစ်တဲ့ကမှာအဲ့ဒါတွေတစ်ခုမှမလုပ်ခဲ့ဘူးဆိုရင်တနေ့တာလုံးက productive believer တယောက်အနေနဲ့ productive မဖြစ်ဘူး okay ဆိုတော့ဟို productive တော့မြန်မာလိုကျွန်တော်လည်းဘယ်လိုပြန်ရမလဲမသိဘူးเนาะဆိုတော့အသက်ရှင်ခြင်းမှာအကောင်းဆုံးနဲ့အဓိပ္ပာယ်ရှိဆိုတာအသက်ရှင်ခြင်းပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ product believer ကြောင့်နေနဲ့ရောဘယ်လိုအသက်ရှင်တင်လဲဆိုတဲ့အရာကိုကိုယ်တိုင်ရောအဲ့လိုအသက်ရှင်နေသလားဒုတိယအနေနဲ့ are you faithful on the talent that God gave you ဆိုတော့အခုအချိန်မှာကျွန်တော်တို့အစွမ်းအစပေါ်မူတည်ပြီးတော့မှဘုရားသခင်ကပေးထားပါတယ် okay ကျွန်တော်အစွမ်းအစပေါ်မူတည်ပြီးတော့မှဘုရားသခင်ကျွန်တော်တို့ခွက်50အလျောက်50ပေးတဲ့သူတွေရှိတယ်ဒီထဲမှာ20အလျောက်20ပေးထားတဲ့သူတွေရှိတယ်10အလျောက်10ပေးထားတဲ့သူရှိတယ်ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ပေးရတဲ့ quantity ပေါ်မှာပေးရတဲ့ဒီခွက်အရေအတွက်ပေါ်မှာကျွန်တော်တို့အနေနဲ့တာဝန်ကြည်သလားကျွန်တော်တို့အနေနဲ့တာဝန်ကြည်စွာနဲ့လုပ်သလား productive believer ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့် okay productive believer ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ဘုရားသခင်ပေးရတဲ့ခွက်ဒီပေါ်မှာကျွန်တော်တို့ကဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြုမှုနေတယ်လဲသစ္စာရှိစွာနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့တိုးပွားကျယ်ပြန့်အောင်လုပ်နေသလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ဘူးဆိုရင်ကိုယ်ကျိုးအတွက်ဘုရားသခင်ကောင်းတဲ့အလုပ်လေးပေးရတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့အလုပ်ကိုငွေရကောင်းတယ်အဝင်ငွေလေးလည်းကောင်းတယ်အဲ့အလုပ်ကိုကျွန်တော်ရတဲ့ခါမှာအိုးကျေးဇူးတင်တယ်ဆိုပြီးကိုယ့်အတွက်ပဲကိုယ်လုပ်နေသလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ဆိုပညာတစ်ခုပေးရတယ်အဲ့ပညာတစ်ခုနဲ့ဘုရားသခင်ဘုန်းတော်ထင်ရှားဖို့အတွက်လုပ်နေသလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ကိုယ့်အကျိုးအတွက်ကိုယ့်နာမည်ရဖို့အတွက်လုပ်နေသလား productive believer ကြောင့်နေနေဆိုရင်တော့အကောင်းမွန်ဆုံးဘယ်လိုအသက်ရှင်နိုင်မလဲဆိုတာကိုfaithful ဖြစ်သလားပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့နောက်ဆုံးတစ်ခုအနေနဲ့လူတွေကတော့ဟိုခွက်50ဆိုပို့ပြီးအရန်လေးစားမယ်ခွက်20ဆိုရင်တော့နော်10ထက်တော့ပိုလေးစားမယ်ဒါပေမဲ့10ရှိတဲ့လူတွေကြတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဗာတစ်ခါကြိုင်တိတ်ဘယ်လိုမလဲအားမရတတ်ဘူးဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့လိုအခြေအနေမှာရောကျွန်တော်တို့ဆက်ပြီးတော့မှဘုရားသခင်အဖို့တော်ဆောင်ရွက်နိုင်ဖို့ဘေးနားမှာကြည့်လိုက်50တယောက်ဘေးနားမှာကြည့်လိုက်20တယောက်ကိုက10ရတယ်အဲ့လိုချိန်မှာရောဘုရားသခင်ထံတော်ပေါ်မှာတာ၍သစ္စာရှိတော့သူဖြစ်နိုင်မလားသူ့ကြောင့်30ပြီးတယ်သူ့ကြောင့်ခွက်50ပြီးတယ်သူ့ကြောင့်ခွက်20ပြီးတယ်ဆိုပြီးတော့မှကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမာသဲ25တွေကကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ဆရာကိုကျွန်တော်ပြန်ပြောနေမလားပေါ့နော်မဟုတ်ဘူးဆိုရင်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီသစ္စာရှိစွာနဲ့ဒီပေးရတဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ပေးတဲ့အရေးချင်းပေါ်မှာကျွန်တော်တို့ဆက်ပြီးတော့မှတိုးချက်သွားမလားဆက်ပြီးတော့မှပွားများသွားမလားပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ဒီ3ချက်လေးကိုကျွန်တော်ကဒီနှစ်တွေအများကြီးပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့တုံသင်ခဲ့တဲ့ဟာလေးကိုအကုန်ချိတ်ဆက်ပြီးတော့မှဒီရက်ပိုင်းမှာကျွန်တော်တုံသင်ခဲ့မိတာဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုတော့နောက်ဆုံးအနေနဲ့ကျွန်တော်အားလုံးကိုမှာကျင်တာတစ်ခုရှိပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့အားလုံးကျွန်တော်တို့ believer ကျွန်တော်ယုံကြည်သူတွေအားလုံးအသက်ချိန်ကြရင်ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ဖခင်အိမ်ကိုပြန်ရမှာဖြစ်တယ်ဖခင်အိမ်ကိုပြန်သွားမယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့တာဝန်တွေအကုန်ပြီးသွားမယ်ကျွန်တော်တာဝန်တွေလုပ်ဆက်ရှိရဖခင်ခွက်အတီးတီးပေးရတယ်ခွက်အတီးတီးပေးရတဲ့ခါမှာအဲ့ခွက်ပေါ်မှာကျွန်တော်တို့ကသစ္စာရှိလားမရှိလားပုံမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ productive believer အနေနဲ့လှုပ်ဆောင်လားမလှုပ်ဆောင်လားပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ဒီကကျွန်တော်အားပေးချင်တာကကျွန်တော်ဆက်ပြီးတော့မှ productive believer တယောက်အနေနဲ့ဆက်ပြီးတော့မှကြိုးစားသွားရအောင်ပြီးတော့မှကျွန်တော်အိမ်ပြန်သွားတဲ့ခါမှာကျွန်တော်မျှော်လင့်စရာတခွန်းလေးရှိပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါကတော့ well done good and faithful servant နောက်ဆုံးမှာကျွန်တော်အိမ်ပြန်သွားတဲ့ခါမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ကြိုနေမဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့သခင်ကတာရုသစ္စာရှိတော်ငယ်သားကောင်းဆိုပြီးတော့မှကျွန်တော်တို့ခေါ်တဲ့အတန်လေးကိုကျွန်တော်အရန်ကြားချင်တာဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုတော့ဒီကယုံကြည်သူတွေလည်းအကုန်လုံးကျွန်တော်တို့ဘလောက်ပေးရလဲပေးရတဲ့ပုံမှာသစ္စာရှိပါသစ္စာရှိပြီးတော့မှဘုရားနိုင်ငံတော်တက်ဆက်ပြီးလှုပ်သွားပါကျွန်တော်အိမ်ပြန်တဲ့ခါကျရင်ကျွန်တော်တို့စောင့်ပြီးကြိုမဲ့သူကတာရုသစ္စာရှိတော်ငယ်သားကောင်းဆိုပြီးတော့မှအခေါ်ခံရပါစေခံရကြရအောင် okay ဆိုတော့ရောက်စရာမှာဖျားရှင်ကောင်းကြီးပြပါစေ